Hello everyone, this is Teacher Sydney again, and today we are going to cover one very important topic for Quarter 4, Module 5 or Week 5. The title of today's lesson is very simple. It's writing paragraphs showing problem and solution. If you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to click like. Also, if you want some assistance or some clarifications, feel free to message me so I can help you with any questions you might have for this lesson. Again, our focus is problems and solutions. At the end of this discussion, we expect to do the following. Number 1, identify the main problem and solution found in a paragraph. Number 2, write a simple paragraph showing problem and solution relationship. Let's start. Just a review, what are paragraphs exactly? Paragraphs are groups of sentences that talk about the same topic. They are arranged logically to show relationships among the topics within the paragraph. Here are examples of relationships. Number 1, we have cause and effect. Number 2, we have comparison and contrast. And number 3, problem and solution. Just to give you an overview, last time we talked about cause and effect, mga sanhi at mga epekto. We had comparison and contrast, which discusses mga pagkakahawig at pagkakaiba. And we have problem and solution, which talks about mga problema at mga solusyon. Every day we read paragraphs covering this type of logical relationship. Today we're going to focus more on number 3. Remember, problems are things we wish or need to solve. These are things that may be causing us some discomfort or maybe causing us to not achieve something. And solutions are the means to remove or improve the problem. So our main focus for this discussion are terms like problems and solutions. Let's test our skills in identifying problems and solutions within paragraphs. The instruction for learning task number 1, which you can find also in your module if you are in Lapu-Lapu City, says read the given short selection, write the problem and solution under the column provided below. But instead of writing that below, I have transferred the answer portion of the module in this area. There might be some typographical error in the text, which I will be correcting as I read the text for you. Let's start. The crow and the pitcher. A crow, half dead with thirst, came upon a pitcher that had once been full of water. When the crow put its beak into the mouth of the pitcher, he found that only very little water was left in it, and that he could not reach down enough to get at it. He tried so hard to reach the water, but could not. But then, a thought came to him. He picked up one stone and dropped it into the pitcher. He looked for another and dropped it. Sorry, we have to insert 4 here. He did this again and again until the water came to the brim. Afterwards, he drank and drank. To give you a clear illustration, this is the pitcher. I am not very good with drawing, but I hope you see what I was trying to do. So here comes a crow. It's a bird. It's a type of bird. My drawing skills is, I don't know, it's a very fat bird. Okay, so here's a crow, and this crow is very thirsty. He went closer to the pitcher, but he found out that the water in the pitcher is just, very limited. It could not reach the brim or the mouth of the pitcher. So he wondered, how can I drink water? And he found that there are stones lying around. So what he did, he picked up these stones, placed many stones here until the water moved up because of the stones here, and he finally got a chance to quench his thirst. Nakainom din siya dahil sa nilagay niyang mga bato sa loob ng pitcher o pitzel. So what exactly is our problem here? If you want to independently answer that question or answer this part of the module, pause the video here. If you're ready, then we can identify the problem now. The problem is a crow is very thirsty. How thirsty was the crow? He was half dead thirsty, as in very, very thirsty, to the extent that he might not survive another day, perhaps. So what was the solution? He found a pitcher with water. But the pitcher doesn't have enough water to reach the brim, making the crow find it difficult to drink the water. Meaning to say, the problem was there was little water in the pitcher. And I think you can figure out already what the crow did. He picked up stones and dropped them, because it's plural, in the pitcher. My handwriting is not very nice, so I'm going to read the answers again. So the first problem is a crow is very thirsty, and the solution to that problem is he found a pitcher with water. However, here comes the next problem, which is there was little water in the pitcher. Sorry, this should be 3. And the solution for that was he picked up stones and dropped them in the pitcher so he could drink, or so the water can move to the brim and he can drink easily. If we have similar answers, that's a great job. Now we go to learning task number 2. Again, this is found in your module, but you can also refer to this part of the presentation as we move forward. The instruction says, read each paragraph. A graphic organizer is used to show the structure of the text. Fill in the missing boxes with the appropriate information. Are you ready? I hope you are. Let's read together. Having a cold is no fun. Of course, hindi masaya kung sinisipon ka. Coughing makes it hard to fall asleep. A sore throat, masakit na lalamunan, is painful. Try some tea with honey in it. The honey will soothe your throat. There may be no cure for the common cold. You can treat the symptoms though. So what should you do? Our problem is coughing makes it hard to sleep. Sore throat can be painful. So how should we solve these problems? Very easy. We can simply try some tea with honey in it. You simply copy this part in this box. Now that I have given you the answer for number 1, it is now your turn to answer the rest of the items in learning task number 2. Let's continue. A sprain is a tear in a muscle. Sprains happen when a muscle is twisted or overstretched. They can be painful. If you sprain a muscle, you should ice it immediately. Putting ice on a sprain will reduce swelling and pain. It may help stop internal bleeding too. So, what specific problem can be addressed by this solution? If you need time to think, you can pause this part of the video, and if you don't, you can proceed to the next item. Nobody wants to be stung by a bee. Bee stings are itchy and painful. But what if the bee stings you anyway? One thing that you can do is put vinegar on it. The acid in the vinegar may reduce the pain and swelling from the sting. Our problem here is bee stings are itchy, this should be R, and painful. What should be your solution? Again, don't forget, pause this part of the video if you need more time to answer that question. Let's move forward and give the answers for number 2 and 3. So, what should we put ice on? You can simply say, you Oh, what happened to my pen? You sprain a muscle. That's enough as a problem that can be solved by doing this one. Number 3. Bee stings are itchy and painful. Put vinegar on the stung area, the part, ang bahagi ng katawan na kinagat ng bubuyog or bee. Do we have the same answer? Similar answer. Okay, that's great. Let's go to number 4. Andrew spent 3 days constructing his project. Pinagsikapan niya. Someone spilled a glass of milk and destroyed his EPP project. But he doesn't have time to do it again because it is the last day of submission. So we have here someone spilled a glass of milk to his project. This is our problem. What should he do? Remember, in some scenarios or situations, we might not have the solution, but we can provide the solution. So what do you think should Andrew do? Write it down here. Let's go to number 5. Carlo feels hungry, but the problem is he forgot his lunch at home. He doesn't have gadget to call for his mom. This should be his. But he has an extra money on his wallet. So what should he do? He did this as the solution. But what is the problem again? Don't forget to write that down here. If you need more time, you can pause this part of the video. But if you are ready to give the answer, or if you have written your answer, let's try to check. Number 4, the solution is not here, but Andrew can ask. This is ask for an extension of the deadline. At least he can have enough time to finish his work. 5, Carlo feels hungry. And he forgot his lunch at home. Ayan, nakalimutan niya yung lunch na niya, yung pananghalian niya. If we have similar answers, give yourself 1 point for number 4 and 1 point for number 5. Now is the time for you to write a paragraph showing problem and solution for learning task number 3. Your guide question is, how can we prevent ourselves from getting COVID-19? Pause this part of the video if you need more time to think and write. But if you are already ready, kung natapos mo na yung gagawin mong paragraph, you can go directly to this part. So before this, I have written my own paragraph already. Actually, I wrote 3 paragraphs. I wrote an article technically with the introduction, which is this part, the body, and the conclusion. COVID-19 is very deadly. That is why scientists and doctors came up with ways to help us prevent getting COVID-19. We should always wear our mask when we go out. A hand sanitizer can also help us kill the virus. Sorry, this should be kill the virus. Consistent hand washing prevents the spread of the virus to our body and the people around us. Lastly, we need to follow social health protocols by keeping our distance from other people in public areas. This way, we can help ourselves and others too. This is a sample paragraph. If you're having a hard time writing your own paragraph, this can be your guide. Now we are in learning task number 6. Let's read together the instruction. Choose the best answer that is the best solution for every problem in each item. Let me read number 1 for you. We are in number 1. Problem, my cousin cried because her mother left her. What should be the solution? A, her niece gave her a candy to stop crying. B, she called someone to talk to her mom. C, she shouted aloud to be heard by someone else. Or D, all of the above. Number 2, Junard got a failing grade in mathematics. What should be the solution? What should be the solution? He plays Mobile Legends all the time. B, he studies his lessons well. C, he gives more time to catch fish on the shore. And D, he is always absent. Remember, we are looking for the solution. 3, problem. Stephanie easily catches cold. Madali siyang sipunin. What should be the solution? A, she always eats junk foods. B, she should have enough sleep. C, she sleeps late at night. D, she drinks soda all the time. Lagi siyang umiinom ng soft drinks. Okay, again, we are looking for the solution. Hindi dahilan, kundi solusyon. If you need more time, pause this part of the video. If you don't, let's go to number 4. The problem is garbage are scattering around. This statement is actually grammatically erroneous. We have to change this into scattered. So what is our solution? A, children are throwing garbage anywhere. B, garbage bins are provided in the area. C, no proper disposal of waste. Or letter D, none of the above. Again, we are looking for the solution. 5, the problem is the skirt of Anna has been torn. Nabutas ang skirt, ang saya ni Anna. Solution, again, we're looking for the solution. A, Anna cries loudly. B, she throws her skirt in the trash bin. Tinapon niya yung skirt niya. C, she mends her torn skirt. Inayos yung skirt niya. D, she waits for her mother to mend it for her. Prepositions are missing, so we have to insert it. If you need more time, you can pause this part of the video. Don't forget, give your best shot. 6, the problem is Mr. Cruz, the Heli teacher, assigned the group to have a role playing about entrepreneurship. What is our solution? A, the group will perform it in front of the class. B, they will refuse to perform because they are shy. Nahihiya daw sila kaya di nila gagawin. C, they did not participate in the activity. Hindi na lang sila sumali. Or letter D, all of the above. You need more time? Pause the video here. If you don't, let's go to number 7. Problem. Stella was bullied by her classmates because of her shabby clothes. Hindi daw maganda ang kanyang mga damit, kaya nabully siya. Ano ang dapat niyang gawin? Again, we are in number 7. A, she will cry. Iiyak lang siya. B, she will punch her classmates. Susuntukin niya yung classmates niya. C, she will tell it to her mother. Okay. Letter D, she will tell it to the teacher. Number 8. Victor saw Roger and Marlon fighting each other. What should Victor do? A, Victor will join the fight. B, Junjun will call the police. C, Victor will call his teacher. D, Victor will cry. 9. It's recess time. Cindy will go to the canteen to buy her snacks, but the line was so long. What should be the solution? A, she will cry. B, she will insert herself to be ahead of them in the line. C, she will go home. Or D, she will wait for her turn. Hihintayin niya yung kanyang chance o kanyang turn para makaabot doon sa cafeteria or canteen. 10. Bartolome and his friend playing basketball were playing basketball. He accidentally hit the ball on the window blade of his neighbors. What should he do? A, he will cry. B, he will throw the ball to his friend. C, he will not accept his fault. Or D, he will apologize. Pause if you need more time. If you don't, let's move forward. Let's check. So the correct answers for learning task number 6 are here. Pause this part of the video while you are checking. You should get 10 over 10 if you got all the items correctly. Now is the time for you to find solutions to the following problem. Pause the video and think about the solutions that you can do to solve these problems. We have here cutting down of trees. We have a failing grade in a history test. Okay, a man being bitten by a dog. We have someone who got fever, someone who stole something. I think this is money from the wallet. And then we have a child who just kicked a pot of plant. Fire for number 7. We have a man who slipped because of a wet floor. We have 9, a very untidy home. And number 10, dirty clothes. Pause for a bit, process your thoughts. Okay, now let's see if we have similar answers. Number 1, what should we do for trees that are illegally cut or cut? Simple. We can prevent or tell the government to criminalize cutting of trees, or we can plant more trees to cover up for these trees that are cut down. 2, simple. We have to study well so we don't fail. And if someone is bitten by a dog, what should we do then? We should bring the man to a hospital. Number 4, someone has fever. We can either go to the doctor for a checkup, or we can give this person tablets like paracetamol tablets that he can take for 6 hours, every 6 hours. And if someone is caught stealing money from the wallet of maybe the dad or the mom, what should we do? We have to talk to the kid. Why should we talk to the kid? We cannot punch him for doing something evil, but we need to process what he did is wrong. And for this part, if a pot is kicked and it's broken, we can transfer the plants in another pot. If there's fire, we have to call the fire department. Slippery, we have to make this part dry by simply cleaning the floor. And if the room is untidy, we can tidy it up by cleaning the entire room. Finally, number 10, wash the laundry to make it clean. Of course, you are expected to write more about problems and solutions. Learning task number 7 is designed to do that. So based on these pictures, we have water pollution, air pollution going on, improper waste disposal. These are things that are problems we see in the community. Your task now is to write your own problem solution paragraph to address these problems. Again, we have air pollution, water pollution, and improper waste disposal. Thank you so much for listening to this discussion. It has been great talking to you in this very quick discussion. I hope you learned something. And if you have comments or you have inputs based on this discussion, if it's too fast, any comment you have, don't forget to comment down in this video. And don't forget to click like and subscribe. Thank you for listening and have a great day.